Guys and girls, Happy New Year and welcome back to Project Rallycross. This is part 3 and today we are going to be looking at the front end of the car in terms of suspension components and what's needed to make a WRC car. As some of you know, the little beast in the background is based on a Ford Escort RS Cosworth WRC car. So all the components used, apart from the custom parts, are variants of Escort Cosworth or standard Cosworth parts or WRC parts. So right guys, as you can see, this is all the front end laid out suspension wise components. I think what we'll do, we'll start from the left here. I'll quickly browse over them and then I will go through basically what cheaper parts you can buy and what they do. So from the top there, that's the eccentric top mount. So that's fully adjustable. The ring fits on top of the car there. The lower ring which bolts on, and as you can see there, I've got one fitted. And then the top ring, so you can move them around to the position you want. So literally rotate that round and then rotate the middle bearing, and what that does, it brings a bearing from this position to this position depending on how much camber and stuff you want. So that's them. They're fully adjustable, made of aluminium. They are T6 aluminium. So let's move on to the Bilstein original 909 case. I got these a number of years ago, and as I understand, these are a 41mm insert. Now you can buy the Mark 1 and Mark 2 Escort ones off the shelf. They are 40mm, so be very careful. You could actually fabricate a Group A case, which is the yellow bit and the silver bit up to the top there. You can actually buy the cases, so you could just fabricate the bottom piece here with the holes in and use a 40mm insert, and there's a lot of them widely available, so that could be a good cheap option for you. For the cases and the bushes from Rally Design, I think they're only £100 a pair. So, and then you've got your inserts, which are about £120 a pair. So you could get a cheap version, but they would be 40mm and not 41mm originals. So, as you can see, that's the strut. You've got your top hat, you've got your adjustable spring collars. That's the actual rating on them inserts. This originally came off a Escort Cosworth Group A car. These are the billet made uprights with a steel track control arm with a massive pin, as you can see at the bottom there. The pin is to go through the bearing in the lower arm, so they attach to your lower arm. That's your lower arm. This end's spherical bearing, so that attaches to the subframe. That's your compression strut, which is also spherical bearing and adjustable, so that attaches to the body shell. They're the drive flanges. Now these are standard Escort Cosworth drive flanges, so you can see the spline size there. You have to have these modified, so you see that little lip on there. You have to have that lip machined in so it fits inside the bearing on the back. And then these are the dry flanges. Now there's two options you can do for these. You can use standard Escort Cosworth, and you have a sleeve that's welded onto the back of it to make it thicker. I have actually got a pair of them but these are from Anembo Engineering, so these are remanufacturing these, but with the bigger sleeve to fit straight into the bearing. So they fit straight into the bearing. So used as a standard nut. These holes are getting modified to fit the Escort Cosworth stud there, which are M14. So you know they're really heavy duty studs. On the stud, so you put the process stud in from the back, and then you've got the sleeve there. You have to heat them up, and they drop over, so they sit there roughly. And then you've got the nut, which is a T6 aluminium nut. Then going across the top, you've got the Escort Cosworth anti-roll bar with the anti-roll bar brackets and the links, anti-roll bar links there. They are adjustable, so as you rotate this round that way, it's 3 different settings apparently. That is a drop link, which is rose jointed and fully adjustable. Like I said, that's a track control arm, and then it's exactly the same on the other side. Now these track control arms, your red and blue ones, they were custom built for my car. So they're exactly the same spec as an Escort Cosworth, but they could be made shorter because of the dimensions of the body shell. What I just wanted to show you as well is that this is a standard Escort Cosworth drive flange. So let me just stick that in the middle. That's the Escort Cosworth drive flange there. And that's the splines compared to a WRC drive flange. So as you can see, the dimension difference of the drive, just of the splines themselves. You know, they're a lot more heavy duty. It's a better spec material, so they're just massively stronger. Now these run the same on the front and rear. These are actually the rear ones. These are brand new. And then you've got your drive flange again. The size of that you can see the size of the two there. Size of that hole. Whoops. There, size of that hole compared to the size of that hole. So these are a lot more heavy duty. That's got the studs fitted in, so you can see the sleeves there. They've had to be heated up and dropped on. So that's a Group A fitment. So the material specs. So you've got the flange, the drive shaft, the drive flange. You have the nut, which has got the washer built in. Now, the original come with a washer like that. So as you drop that over, that fits over. But when you tighten the nut down, there's not enough thread on. So I've had to have these custom made. So that fits on there. Then you've got your heavy duty nut. Fits on. And that's basically the same on that side as well. So yeah, that's all your heavy duty there. Your spacers. It's a spacious thing. You know, they may need adjusting when the car's set up. Your links attached to here. So that's your anti-roll bar. That attaches to that. So it all moves up and down at the same time. So right, let's have a quick look at prices. Right, I said you can do these cheap. A cheap way. Let me just show you. I have actually got a case in here, which is from Rally Design. I'll show you. There's not a lot of difference. So let me grab one of them. One second. Right, grab that. One sec. I'll just put that down a minute. Right, so that is a brand new case. It's got the bushes in, as you can see down there. That's for 40mm. So there is literally 1mm difference in the internal diameter, because all the collars and everything, they're all standard. The lock rings and the collars are standard. So you could use this to make the case, you know, the case there, and just weld some legs on the bottom of it, and that would be sufficient to do a budget. And you can buy the inserts. All the spring diameters are the same, so that'll be very good for you to do a budget way of getting some suspension on your car. The bonus is that you've got, with the 40mm inserts, there's a lot of inserts on the shelf with different ratings. So for the Mark 1 and Mark 2 Escort, I've seen Peugeots, all sorts of stuff, and they all use a 40mm insert. So to get a set of these second hand, I mean, I bought these 10 years ago, and they cost me £750 for the pair. So you're talking, I've seen a pair go on eBay for £1,000. So you're talking at least £1,000. And like I said, for ProFlex, it's around £1,800 a corner, 3-way adjustable. So you're talking best part £5-6 grand for a car set. These uprights, these were built by MK Motorsport. Now I'm warning you straight away, do not use this man, Mark Walker. He does Martech, MK Motorsport. Even though, as you can see, they are very well made, getting anything out of him takes years, literally years. So the front side of the car I ordered first, and it took me best part of 2 years to get it. Just messing me around. You know, I was decent with him, gave him a deposit. But I believe he has sold his rights to Anembo Engineering. So now you can buy exactly the same billet uprights, bearings, caps from Anembo for around about £800 a pair, maybe £850 with the bearings. These are around about I think they're around about £300-400 a pair with the pins. Your anti-roll bar, so the whole anti-roll bar and the bracket, that's around about £750 to £800. A pair of the top mounts are around about, I believe, £200 each, so £400 a pair. Just these from Anembo Engineering with a bigger diameter, they are £500 a pair, £550 actually, I think, £550 maybe, yeah, £550 a pair. Like I said, then you've got your machining work, which is probably going to be £50 for the 2 parts. Now these these are from Dewitt's original spec Escort Cosworth M14 studs. They are £10 a stud, round about £5 a sleeve, and around about £5 a nut. So you're talking, for a car set of 16, for, I think, well, around about £380-400. So, you know, it can get expensive. The track control arms are around about £650. Again, MK Motorsport did them, but I would not recommend them at all. Anembo Engineering make them for around about the same price. They also make track control arms, which are around about, again, £500-600 a pair. They could probably make them to whatever spec you want. What else is it? These. So on the rear, these are for the rear. You're talking £10 for the nut, and for two of these and 2 of them, without the studs, £1,500. So for 2 rear drive flanges, which are these, and 2 rear drive axles, whatever you want to call them, it is £1,500 a pair with the nuts. Then I've had to have the washing machine, the washer made. So that was around about a tenner for a couple of them. So yeah, guys, that's the front end. It's you know, it's going to cost you a fair bit of money, to be fair. And then obviously you've got your subframe, which is, I would say, it's round about 700 quid, 750 quid. So for the front end, you're talking, to get a half decent setup, you're talking of at least probably £4,000 to £6,000, and that's just using standard stuff. Now the rear, that uses a lot of the same stuff in terms of the upright. It's got a different pin, but I'm going to do that in another video because I don't want the videos going on too long. So yeah, that's the front end, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, sorry, just to add, I will just add, like I said, avoid MK Motorsport. That's my opinion. If you want to use him, then go for it. Jewett, Sean at Jewett, absolutely fantastic to deal with. Great guy. Never let me down yet. Brilliant. And Nembo Engineering, I've ordered them. They've been really helpful because the drive flanges, as you can see there, I've had to have them skimmed slightly to fit my bearings. Great guys. So I'd highly recommend them as well. You know, you can see the quality of their workmanship. So I recommend a Nembo, Jewett. I'd avoid MK like the plague. That's just my opinion. So, right guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be probably another one next week. I'm going to try and get back onto them now. I've had COVID, so I've not been very well. I'm going to try and start banging the videos out. The next one will be the rear, which has got the cradle on the car. It's actually bolted to the car, so I might have to get underneath and show you that and show you what's involved with that. But yeah, it gives you a little insight to how much things cost and what you need. Well, as you can see, everything's rose jointed, heavy duty. You know, I mean, to lift one of these up, you know, it must weigh 25 kilos side, easy. They're not light, but, you know, they're made for what they are, which is rally stroke, tarmac stroke gravel rally. So, on a track car, they'll be more than sufficient. So, right, guys, thanks for watching. On the next video, part 4, we will be looking at the WRC rear end on the car. Again, what parts are used, how much they're costing. So yeah, until then, I'll see you later. Please subscribe if you can. The more I get, the better. It helps me out. I'm getting a lot of views, but not a lot of subscribers. They're not all going to be boring videos talking. What I'm trying to do is get people like up to speed with the car. So I'm just showing you what I've got, what I've done and stuff like that. And then I can start making videos on some parts I'm making. So I've sort of stopped building the car at the minute, because I want to get up to speed, everyone up to speed, and then once all that's done, I can then start, you know, making stuff and doing some making videos, which hopefully will be a bit better. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe again, if you can. It'll help me out. Cheers.